Minnesota vocational mission in USA. In 1854, Bishop Joseph Creighton asked us brothers for the mission of St. Paul in Minnesota, USA. He wanted them to serve as teachers and catechists. In addition to learning English, he needed them to be able to sing and play the piano or organ. Also, one of them would have to work with the Indians. A year later, we sent 4 brothers to this foundation in the New World. The brothers went to America with a desire to do good, accepted the mission with a great spirit of faith, and showed a great spirit of sacrifice in wanting to go across the seas, even though it cost them to move away from their parents, their brothers and sisters, and their country. I repeatedly recommended them to be united and to live in peace with each other in order to do good. At the beginning, they dedicated themselves to manual work, but little by little, they took on the responsibilities for which they had been asked. The direction of the school for mixed race pupils and children of European immigrants, the work of evangelization with the Indians alongside the missionary priests, and the care of the churches as sacristans. They worked in St. Paul, but also in various missions: St. Joseph near Pempina, Mendota, Belle Prairie. During the 5 years of our presence in Minnesota, the brothers were appreciated in St. Paul and in the mission where they worked. They were pioneers who, in spite of difficulties, gave themselves to the mission and trusted to them. I was saddened by the problems they experienced: misunderstanding among them, disunity, vocational discouragement, character defect. I hoped that the mustard seed planted so far away would one day grow into a leafy tree. I ardently desired to be able to open in the Episcopal city a novitiate house of the Institute, where the candidates would be formed according to our spirit, and thus have native brothers for the works in America. The lack of financial resources to have a novitiate house and the running cost made vocational promotion difficult at first. When they finally began to have forms, I encouraged them to work with enthusiasm, with faith, with kindness and gentleness, giving them good example in everything. I encouraged them to find postulants who had the minimum characteristics necessary to embrace our way of life. I was overjoyed when an American brother made his first profession. There are always young people who, although they feel called to embrace religious life, do not make up their minds and make excuses. It is up to us to guide them to respond to what God is asking of them. I would like to conclude this prayer. I would like to conclude with this prayer. Lord, I am ready for anything. You make me hear again in my heart the invitation, follow me. I do not want to postpone my following any longer. Nothing will separate me from my vocation. Nothing will separate me from you. In spite of all the obstacles and all the trials that you may send me, helped by your grace, I will go with you without hesitation, from now on and forever. Amen.